Good morning, YouTube, or if it's night where you are, I wish you a good evening. And it's been a while since I've done a poetry reading on the channel, but before that, I took a little break in August after that video because I was not in a good headspace. I cleared it up and I'm back now, mid September, with a new poetry reading. And this time I've got Ogden Nash. Now I love Ogden Nash. There are so many layers to his poems, so many different ways of looking at them. Um, some will say when you come to him in the younger days, you just chuckle at them. And now that I am older and my hair is grayer and also unkempt, I kind of resonate with his poems even more. So here we go. We will be talking and reading about Ogden Nash in today's video. And without further ado, let's get to the first poem on the list, which is called To a Small Boy Standing on My Shoes While I Am Wearing Them. Let's straighten this out, my little man, and reach an agreement if we can. I entered your door as an honored guest. My shoes are shined, my trousers are pressed. And I won't stretch out and read you the funnies, and I won't pretend that we are Easter bunnies. If you must get somebody down on the floor, what in the hell are your parents for? I do not like the things that you say, and I hate the games that you want to play. No matter how frightfully hard you try, we've little in common, you and I. The interest in I take in my neighbor's nursery would have to grow to be even cursory. And I would that performing sons and nephews were carted away with the daily refuse. And I hold that frolicsome daughters and nieces are ample excuse for breaking leases. You may take a sock at your daddy's tummy or climb all over your doting mummy. But keep your attentions to me in check, or, sonny boy, I will wring your neck. A happier man today I would be, had someone wrung it ahead of me. That was to a small boy standing on my shoes while I am wearing them. And the way he's tackled the generation gap here is what appeals to me about it. It's a treat coming back to these poems post your adolescence, post your mid 20s, in your late 20s. So many things just suddenly crop up and everything. And so, second poem, here we go. Second bookmark is at Winter Complaint, and this one's a good one. Okay. Now, when I have a cold, I am careful with my cold. I consult my physician and I do as I am told. I muffle up my torso in woolly garb, and I quaff great flagons of sodium bicarb. I munch on aspirin, I lunch on water, and I wouldn't dream of osculating anybody's daughter. And to anybody's son, I would say howdy, for I am a sufferer, magna cum laude. I don't like germs, but I'll keep the germs I've got. Will I take a chance of spreading them? Absolutely not. I sneeze out the window and I cough up the flu, and I live like a hermit till the germs get through. And because I am considerate, because I am wary, I am treated by my friends like Typhoid Mary. Now, when you have a cold, you are careless with your cold. You are cocky as a gangster who has just been paroled. You ignore your physician, you eat steaks and oxtails. You stuff yourself with starches and drink a lot of cocktails. And you claim that gargling is of time a waste. And you won't take soda for you don't like the taste. And you prowl around parties full of selfish bliss. And you greet your hostess with a genial kiss. You convert yourself into a deadly missile. You exhale hellos like a steamboat whistle. You sneeze in the subway and you cough at dances. And let everybody else take their own good chances. You're a bronchial boo, a bacterial blighter. And you get more invitations than a gossip writer. Yes, your throat is froggy, and your eyes are swimmy, and your hand is clammy, and your nose is brimmy. But you woo my girls, and their hearts you jimmy, while I sit here with the cold you gimme. So that was fun, was it not? And since it was all about the carefulness that you should have when you have the common goals, and expanding on that about the COVID pandemic, I thought it would be appropriate to have this one here. Okay, my Lavalier, yeah, right. Okay, the next one is called uh, Portrait of the Artist as a Prematurely Old Man. This was the bookmark, and here we go. It is common knowledge to every schoolboy and every bachelor of arts that all sin is divided into two parts. One kind of sin is called a sin of commission, and that is very important. And it is what you are doing when you are doing something you aren't. And the other kind of sin is just the opposite, and is called a sin of omission, and is equally bad in the eyes of all right thinking people, from Billy Sunday to Buddha. And it consists of not having done something you should have. I might as well have given you my opinion of these two kinds of sin, as long as, in a way, against each other we are pitting them. And that is, don't bother your head about sins of commission, because however sinful, they must at least be fun, or you wouldn't be committing them. It is the sin of omission, the second kind of sin, that lays eggs under your skin. The way you get really painfully bitten is by the insurance you haven't taken out and the checks you haven't added up and the stubs off and the appointments you haven't kept, the bills you haven't paid and the letters you haven't written. Also about sins of omission, there is one particularly painful lack of beauty. Namely, it isn't as though it had been a curious red letter day or night every time you neglected to do your duty. You didn't even get a wicked forbidden thrill every time you let a policy lapse or forgot to pay a bill. You didn't slap the lads in the tavern on the back and cry loudly, "Whee! Let's all fail to write just one more letter before we go home, and this round of unwritten letters is on me." No, you never get any fun out of the things you haven't done. But they are the things that I do not like to be omit, because the suitable things you didn't do give you a lot more trouble than the unsuitable things you did. The moral is that it is probably better not to sin at all. But if it is some kind of sin you must be pursuing, well, remember to do it by doing rather than by not doing. So, yeah, I struggled with this one. I actually made a couple of slip ups, but it just kind of resonates with me as a struggling creator sometimes. Back in my amateur days, I did struggle a lot, but I found my own voice, and I think that this poem is reminiscent of that. Just gives you a friendly warning about the stuff you need to be doing. It's kind of saying time to grow up and remain a kid at the same time. So that's why it resonates with me. And now for the final one, my absolute favorite poem by Ogden Nash, and yeah, so I am going to be turning 30 in another 2 years' time. I'll be 28 next month, and this poem is resonating with me right now a lot, so I'm bringing it to you. It's called. Just a sec. Where did it go? One second, one second, one second. I'm gonna go to contents and find it. Just give me 1 second, bear with me. Yeah. The bookmark was in the wrong place. I'm really sorry about this. Really sorry. I'm looking for it. Yeah. So yeah, I got it. A lady thinks she is 30. Unwillingly, Miranda wakes, feels the sun with terror. One unwilling step she takes, shuddering into the mirror. Miranda in Miranda's sight is old and grey and dirty. 29 she was last night. This morning she is 30. Shining like the morning star, like the twilight shining. Haunted by a calendar, Miranda sits opining. Silly girl, silver girl, draw the mirror toward you. Time, who makes the years to whirl, adorned as he adored you. Time is timelessness for you, calendars for the human. What's a year or 30 to loveliness made woman? Oh, night will not see 30 again. Yet soft her wing, Miranda. Pick up your glass and tell me then, how old is spring, Miranda? So, yeah, resonating with it a lot because I'm turning 30. Sorry about the goof up. I kind of think that it adds to the personality of the video. I think it's just, I'm not going to edit it out. I'm going to leave it in there. But yeah, that was Ogden Nash. That was a poetry reading. I hope you enjoyed it. It was fun to come back to poetry after this little break, and um, responsibilities at my job are increasing, so the frequency of these videos are decreasing, and I was busy with a lot of personal projects as well. But yeah, I will see you again, and I don't know when that is, but I will see you again with a new video sometime. I did get a lot of books again. Yes, I did it again. I bought books again. Sue me. Okay, but like those books, I will be talking about a little bit pretty soon. I want to tell you about the books that I got from Romania, but I'm waiting on a couple of things to work out about them. Specifically, finishing to read the second book, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. But yeah, until the next video, enjoy yourself, have fun. Um, Give me a subscribe if you think that my content is good enough. And that's it. This is the Bills Master signing off.